Welcome to Disability Clinic, an independent
international
medical education
agency operating at the highest
level without the
politics and bureaucracy that undermine the integrity of government-run
health organizations. I'm Dr. Van, a rehabilitation doctor that specializes in pain medicine. Today we're going to watch the Kingsman movies and see what we can learn about brain injury and recovery. Brain injury can be severely disabling, but recovery after brain injury is a very real thing. So I wanted to watch the Kingsman movies with you and show you what we can learn about brain injury at the same time. Now, I love me some Kingsman movies. If you haven't seen the first two Kingsman movies and you don't mind an R rating, go right now and watch them, have a wonderful time, and then come back. Otherwise, just watch out for spoilers. Alright, let's talk about one of our main characters, Harry, or Agent Galahad, played by Colin Firth.
Shit.
He's an experienced secret agent, so we already know dangerous situations are an occupational hazard for him. He's exposed regularly to explosions, gunshots, and hand-to-hand combat. So he's already at high risk for a brain injury and hearing loss.
I have no idea what to talk.
Oh, he just slapped Mark Hamill.
For God's sake, I barely touched you.
Man up. I love how Colin Firth gets a rainbow splatter in his face. Now, after this first explosion, the camera focus shifts and you can hear a high-pitched ringing, all of which represent the shock and disorientation Harry is feeling after being in such close proximity to a large explosion.
What did these do? Electrocute you.
Don't be ridiculous. It's a hand grenade.
Shut up.
Detonating microchips and other military-grade weapons are known as high-order explosives, and these can definitely cause traumatic brain injuries. Sure, explosions can cause debris to fly around and hit you in the head. But more than that, explosions involve an intense overpressurization impulse that can be traumatic enough to cause a concussion or worse. These types of blast injuries mostly affect combat veterans. After one traumatic hit to the brain is super vulnerable. So another traumatic hit before the brain is fully recovered more than doubles the damage to the brain. This is called second impact syndrome, and it can be fatal. But thankfully it's rare, and it's associated mostly with athletes who return to contact sports before they've fully recovered from their initial brain injury. Harry is now in a hospital bed, on a ventilator, or breathing tube, in a seat collar which helps stabilize a fractured spine, and he's clearly unconscious.
His MRI shows no signs of concussion. No direct brain trauma at all.
Even though imaging shows no direct physical trauma to the brain, the fact that he will be in a coma for quite a while suggests he does have a severe brain injury, regardless of what the imaging shows.
How much longer can you be out?
That's the million-dollar question.
Is he gonna be alright?
We need to have patience, Eggsy.
Is Merlin like a fully qualified physician?
That's the million-dollar question. But there's hope, okay? If I were you, I'd concentrate on your training. Make it through the tests, make him proud.
It's good advice. It seems like Harry is unconscious for quite some time. I'm assuming from the hair growth it's been at least 1 if not 2 months. If a coma lasts more than a month, long-term disability becomes more likely. Once someone emerges out of a coma, the next step is a vegetative state, where the brain resumes its sleep-wake cycles so someone can look awake and then they can fall asleep, but they don't do much else. After that, you can emerge to a minimally conscious state, where you do start to interact with the environment, like tracking moving objects with your eyes, or picking up a toothbrush that's in front of you. And finally, you can emerge to being fully conscious, where you're consistently following commands and using objects functionally, like brushing your teeth with a toothbrush. The amount of time it takes to progress from a coma to being fully conscious again varies between individuals. So it can take anywhere from a few days to a year or 2. But having it happen instantaneously like this, where Harry just wakes up one day and just knows to press the nurse call button, and then he realizes to ask for a razor and shaving cream so he can shave his beard off before he gets back to work.
Ever heard of knocking?
No. That is not how brain injury recovery happens.
Merlin said you wanted to see me?
I hope JB's training is going as well as yours is.
It's never this smooth or quick, unfortunately. There are so many people out there who have sustained severe brain injuries but then recovered and regained a high level of functioning, like returning to work, raising a family, and having a fulfilling life.
Congratulations on making it to the final 6 candidates.
As we'll see in my next Kingsman breakdown, Harry suffers a much more severe penetrating brain injury. If you want to find out how someone recovers from being shot in the head, subscribe to Disability Clinic and click the bell icon to get notified when the next video drops. Thanks for watching.